In this episode, I talk about how to set realistic expectations for yourself. Welcome to episode 168 of the Honest Entrepreneur Show, where I help creatives like you to master your marketing. My name's Tom Ross, and let's get into it. Fun fact for today, guys, is entrepreneurship really is a roller coaster. We've kind of just done a bit of, I'm doing a wavy line with my hand for anyone who's not watching on video and listening to the podcast. But yeah, this happens all the freaking time in business. And my advice to you would be try and embrace the roller coaster. Realize the bad times are never as bad as you think. The good times are generally never as good as you think either. So try not to be like frozen and paralyzed in the moment, and you will often pull through.
This question is from Radhika. You had a recent post on Instagram about setting realistic expectations that resonated with me, but I struggled to define realistic for myself. When I set an achievable goal and finish my task, I feel like I didn't do anything special. I could use your input.
Hey Radhika, really timely question. Obviously, I recently posted about this, as you alluded to. I think you need to fix your mindset because it sounds like you have quite a damaging mindset. The positive mindset would be celebrate the win. You set a goal, it was realistic, you achieved it, and that's fantastic. End of. Like, that is a great, great thing. Why would you then want to be like, well, now I've done that, I need to set a goal that I can't reach to somehow like feel more ambitious, to only then feel like a failure when you don't hit that. I do this with my team all the time. In our project management service that we use, it's like, I always say, set realistic goals. Like, I don't want you to sit there and come up with all this like pie in the sky stuff, and then it's completely unrealistic to hit it, or you've set a stupidly short deadline or something. So I think realistic but ambitious goals are that perfect middle ground. A lot of that comes just from context and experience. Obviously, the more you do this stuff, the more you see patterns, the more you learn about how you work and how quickly you work and what you can actually achieve and what you're capable of. So experience and just trying to be self-aware obviously help us with that. But I think it sounds like you just need to give yourself less of a hard time. Like I say, celebrate the wins. There is nothing wrong with being realistic. I think you maybe need to stop consuming a lot of the bullshit that's out there, where it's like, you will only succeed if you continually shoot for the stars and like accept nothing less, and realities for losers. Like, there's a lot of that kind of chat in the entrepreneurial space, and I think it's actually quite unhealthy. We can't all be Steve Jobs. We can't all reinvent the whole world. And often with those people that did want to do that, they actually built up infrastructure and teams and had a lot of practicality with that. It wasn't all pie in the sky thinking. It was, project planning and goals and milestones and all that boring stuff. That is actually the execution. That's the most important thing. I wouldn't give yourself such a hard time. And I just think this reframing of expectations really, really needs to happen, because what I see, which is hugely damaging, is people aspire to be like someone else. They have people in their industry they look up to, and then they naturally assume that should be their expectation. But what they don't see is the work that person's putting in, or how long they've been doing it, or any of that backstory. So they look at that A-lister and they go, right, that's my goal. I'm not going to be happy with anything less. And then they're like, I don't know, a single mom that gets to work 30 minutes a day on their thing, but the A-lister they're aspiring to be like is a 25-year veteran who works 15 hours a day, has no work-life balance, and the drive of an absolute ox with what they're doing. It's never going to play out, and you're always going to be miserable if you're unrealistic about your expectations. And so keep doing what you're doing. I talk about this a lot. Don't aim for perfect, aim for better, and aim for realistic better, not this crazy dreamland stuff. Because how you're going to succeed in business is consistency. It's just going to be one step in front of the other, over and over and over again. It's just moving the needle by that millimeter each day, each week, each month. That's the stuff that compounds. That's the stuff that actually adds up. And we're seeing this in our business fantastically. We are eking out growth, but it's not always going like a rocket. It's just because we're constantly tweaking and improving and just trying to keep putting those feet in front of the other. And that's so much more rewarding because that's the real work that it takes to grow a business. Question of the day: do you feel like your expectations are currently realistic? Be honest and let me know in the comments below. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe below and tick the little bell icon. And if you enjoyed this video, you will definitely enjoy these. Happy watching.